Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're already facing the east, so I want to say, Kalayimla, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Harakakadash, and want us to lead elders and apostles of greatness to hold the rule and teach well, as well as peace and blessings. So no for elect out there, as well as honesty, brothers out there. We're out here teaching. We got GMS in your title, as well as your brothers that don't have GMS in your title, but you're teaching the same thing, man. Alright? Shalom to you, man. Shalom to you brothers out there that are looking, you're going out, you're searching for a camp, you're looking for brothers out there, and you're trying to get into this. Well, I'm not saying trying to get into this thing, you're getting into this thing. Shalom to you, to the newcomers process. Shalom. Keep pushing. Keep the faith. Coming on 1 year in here. I know how it feels to first start coming into this thing. It ain't easy. But I implore all you proselytes out there, man, get yourself a camp, man, and pay attention too. Alright, none of that you trying to throw out 30 precepts and stuff like that. Nah, bro. Just chill out. Let the brothers who are there do the speaking. Whether you join the camp or you do your own thing, man, just pay attention, bro. So I would like to start out with some scriptures. Psalm 94 and 16. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Alright, starting with Yahweh Shai. He's going to stand up against the workers of iniquity. Right? Who is this that cometh from Edom, with dyed garments from Basra? Basra being America. Represents Yahweh Shai, man. Coming with that destruction, that death. Right? To destroy these damn fucking people, man. Not just the Edomites, but you other nations too. You East Indians, you Moabites, you Ammonites, all you nations, man. Yahweh Shai coming for you, man. He coming for you, man. He gonna kill you, man. All right, that's gonna be a lot. You're gonna get put to death. All right, and you deserve it. You people out here, you never offered anything to the so-called Negro here in America. All you've done is capitalize off our downfall. You open up your little malls, your little bullshit ass stores and shops, selling our people hot fucking garbage. All right, you're part of the problem too, man. You used us to get a leg up yourself, to basically be up on a totem pole, man. To look good for Esau, man. But they set all that up. A racial hierarchy. Where the so-called Negro, the so-called black man is at the bottom, and then the other nations are seen as better than the so-called Negro. More intelligent. You know why you nations are seen as that? Because you other nations, you aren't under any curses. You're not under the curses. All right, that you're not under anything. So-called Chinese man, yeah, he had to work hard to get his stuff set up. But hey, after he set his stuff up, he'll be straight, man. He'll set his stuff up for him and his family. He'll take his shit back to Moab, and he'll be all right. All right. But who else does this talk about, right? Psalm 94 and 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? All right, who is that? That's us, man. That's us. All right, we're the ones that are standing up against the evildoers, against the workers of iniquity. All right, how are we standing up against them? All right, stand up for me. All right, standing up, carrying the name of Yahweh, man. Defending the name of Yahweh, bringing out the truth, man. That's us, man. We're the ones that are doing that by coming out here week in and week out on the highways and byways, no matter what. All right, standard. Now I want to look at that word standard because the precept I'm thinking of, standard. Is it in somewhere else? Here you go. Jeremiah 50. The word of the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations and publish. Set up a standard and publish. Set up a standard. Declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard, which is the scriptures. Publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken. Bel is confounded. Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces. So we're talking about the downfall of this place, man. And we're doing it with no fear. All right? And of course, Babylon, modern day Babylon, is here in America. I can honestly read the rest of this. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. And they shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. Exactly. So everything is going to be destroyed here in America, man. The nation out of the north is talking about Russia. All right. Even when you, when you look at it in here, right, Russia is north of Israel, right? Because Israel is a focal point here. But even, to us here in America, Russia's kind of like northeast. Russia's kind of like northeast of the whole thing, right? And they're like in that kind of region, okay? And Russia's going to come down and bring that destruction against this place, man, pertaining to Ezekiel 38, okay? And that's what's going to go down, all right? Verse 4, in those days and that time, saith the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, and they of the children of Judah together going and weeping. They shall go and seek the Lord their power. Exactly, and that's happened already, man. We're starting with all about Bivens. We're starting to seek our power right now, man. Going where we're acknowledging our faults, and being honest, saying like, yo, we were in that Christian shit. We were doing this, we were doing that in the world. We weren't doing right. We were going off, and we're sorrowful about that shit, man. All right, and then we continue, and then we repent. All right, that's the important thing. All right, like the prodigal son, all right, that represents us because we actually acknowledge our faults. People in this world they don't acknowledge shit. They constantly do the same bullshit, adultery, idolatry, and then they just expect not to have to deal with any consequences. All right, and have to, come back. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really a spiritual thing because, they got demons on them, man, and they're possessed by demons, and they don't give a fuck, man. Them demons brought spirits on them, man, and they don't care, man. I want to see if there's more breakdowns I could get into. And then we'll go back to that Psalm 94. And then I have an article about the whole DHS thing and how they're gonna start coming for brothers like me, man. So, before you know it, I might not be out here no more, man. I might be running into the mountains over there, and you'll never see me again, man. I gotta start making my preparations now. Lord willing, start maybe stock up on some extra food, get a little Swiss Army knife, little tools, things here and there, maybe pick up a survival book, maybe stuff like that. I might start doing that now, focusing on that. Jeremiah 50, 2. The 30 among nations and public set up a standard. Poetry can still not say Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces. The idols are confounded, her images are broken into pieces. Oh, Khan, yeah, I forgot to break that. I said break that down or bring that out. The idols are high-ranking people, which I think I said that. The idols are confounded, images are broken in pieces. They are making mistakes. Khan. Isaiah 19:14. That's right. Isaiah 19:14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, and as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. So the Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in Egypt. And Egypt is America, pertaining to Revelation, the 11th chapter. Sodom and Egypt, so on and so forth, right? America is also Egypt. And America follows the same Hermetic mystery school system as, fucking Egypt. I mean, it makes sense, man. You got eyes to see it, ears to hear. You'll understand. You have the spirit. You would understand these words when I speak. Okay? Now, yeah, I want to look at that word perverse. I wa yum. I wa ayum. Distorting, perverting, warping. We can look at that word perverted in the dictionary. Perverted of an action of a person or their actions characterized by sexually abnormal and unacceptable practices or tendencies of a thing having been corrupted or distorted from its original course, meaning, and state. Exactly. And that's what these nations are. They're all corrupted, man. Now, of course, their original state, if you really, to be honest, I mean, what they're really supposed to be doing is worshiping the Most High. That's what all people were created to do. All the nations were created to worship the Heavenly Father, man. But these nations, because they don't have the Spirit, and the Lord ain't dealing with them, they're not the Lord's people. They've gone and went and done their own things, and because we were going off, the Lord brought these nations to beat the shit out of us, and that's why they're above us, and why they think that they're better than us, basically. Okay. They have caused Egypt, and also sexually, right? Because in the midst of Egypt, right, what do you have? Homosexuality is allowed. You can be a man and you can legally, so-called, marry another man. Kiss him in front of a priest. All that shit is fucking wicked, man. All that shit is wicked. Letting them have marriage ceremonies, and I'm aware that the marriage ceremonies and things that they have is all off. Someone wrote there "fuck tops," because this is the supermarket was Tops, but this shit got closed down, so that's fucking funny, man. Damn, But going back into the lesson, man. Yeah, you could be a homosexual, you could be a woman, married woman in this society. You can basically do whatever you want. I believe there's even certain states that allow bestiality. All right, so this country ain't right. Isaiah 19:14, the Lord hath mingled the perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. All right, so you see in America, they can't get anything right. No matter what they do, the economic policies, they can't get it right. The Fed is fucking up time after time. I mean, they haven't fixed inflation. I mean, I honestly have stopped even looking at it because it's just like, I've been busy. Well, normally I look at that kind of stuff, but I've been busy lately. But they haven't fixed shit. Things are still ridiculously high. I mean, go down to fucking Walmart, and the prices are fucking ridiculous. Like, even if because you should try to limit how much bullshit you buy, like things that are like $1. Like, you shouldn't be buying like candies and stuff like that. I mean, they're all right every once in a while, but you should really ideally stay away from that stuff. But if you try to buy anything outside of that, and you try to buy like healthy snacks like nuts, like I tried to get some. I didn't try to get, actually bought them. I was desperate for them, man. Some mixed nuts. They got like walnuts and cashews and shit like that. That shit'll cost you $10, man. 10 fucking bucks for a fucking thing of nuts. It's like barely this big. I try to buy it in bulk because I hate having a little thing like that, and I gotta like ration off. I like to have a lot. But yeah, that shit was $10, man. I could buy like a little thing of groceries, and I'm already spent 50. Already spent 50. It's fucking crazy out here, man. A little thing of groceries would be 50, and it's bad out there in Brooklyn too. Bad out there in Brooklyn. I think it's on maybe going towards Queens is Trader Joe's. That's bad. So the prices are getting worse, man. All right, inflation isn't gonna be fixed. Okay. So let's go back to that Psalm 94:16. Read it again. Let's see. Psalms 94. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? And exactly, that's us. It's us carrying that standard, the scriptures. All right, saying, hey, we're not standing for this shit. All right, we know what you're fucking doing, man. We know about the Georgia Guidestones you guys had blown up. All right, we know about all that, man. All right, we're hip to it. We know about the Illuminati. We know about the 33rd degree and the different degrees. We know that you got different groups set up all over the world. In Scotland, Rosicrucian, right? This is the guy that made the Georgia Guidestones, some guy named R.C. something, Rosicrucian. We know what's going on here, man. We know about the banking families. We know about the Rothschilds. We know about the Gettys. We know about the Warburgs. We know about Paul Warburg, who set up the fucking Fed and set up all these economic policies. We know about that, man. All right, we know all about that shit, man, and we're exposing that shit, man. All right, the most power in this world being handled by the few, man. We know about that shit. All right, and the few wicked. Okay, the few wicked. All right. See, in the kingdom, we're gonna have a better order. We're not gonna just have, wicked people and rulership, man. Of course, the one who's gonna be ruling over everything is the Lord Yahweh. Then Yahweh Shai, then King David, the 12, all right, and on down to the 144,000. You brothers out there that have been teaching on the highways and byways, such as myself. And Lord willing, I'll be of that number, man. All right, of that royal, being that royal state, man, being the 144,000. All right, having to sit upon those thrones, man, judging the 12 tribes, man. Lord willing, I'll get up to that level, man. And yes, there will be a 144,000. There will be order in the kingdom. Because there's some guy out there, Anton something. He thinks that we're gonna basically put the rest of the tribes in slavery, which is off. All right. Let's read this article. This is WashingtonPost.com. Department of Homeland Security launches panel on religious security as hateful incidents rise. All right, so we know what's going on here. They're gonna start blaming us, man. They're gonna start having different attacks, different dudes. They're gonna have on MK Ultra or mind control, doped up, and they're gonna put them out there to go do certain things, blow up certain establishments, and then they'll say, "Hey, he was the Israelite." And they're gonna put the whole ministry and blame the whole ministry. All right, cunt. Okay, yeah, and they're gonna blame the whole ministry. Just some cunt was looking at me. They're gonna blame the whole ministry, man. And I never do fucking understand that. I mean. It's like you never seen a fucking black guy, a so-called black guy, standing around not having a gun and a cigarette in his fucking mouth, man. Look at you, like the fuck you looking at me like that for, man? Back to this article. On Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur this year at Temple Emmanuel, Yom Kippur, that's Day of Atonement, but of course theirs is different than ours. And Rosh Hashanah, I think that's like head of the years or something like that. When you go back into Hebrew, a landmark Reform synagogue steps from Manhattan Central Park. A 6x11 flyer was placed at every seat next to the prayer books, offering instructions on what to do in the event of an attack during one of the high holy day services. All right, this is what you call a false flag. All right, they're preparing the people for what you call a false flag. All right, now we can go look at that word. What is a false flag? All right, a false flag. Okay, false colors. False flag operations is the act committed with the intent of disguising the actual source of responsibility and payment blame on another party. Okay, and what party are they looking to blame? They're looking to blame the entire ministry, man, Israel as a whole. We know the ones they're really gunning for is for us and GMS, man. Us and GMS, as well as us GMS affiliates, man. Brothers such as myself, who are allies and preach the same doctrines as GMS. Roll with GMS. Now I've been out there at the camp, man. You don't think they know that I've been out there, man? There's been times that I've been out there and people have snuck photos. I remember a time like that, man. Possible straight up FBI agents taking photos. All right. So this thing is very real and deadly serious. They really wanna kill us. And for you people at home, what am I basically saying? The U.S. government wants to kill people such as myself as well as brothers in the truth. And that's what it is, man. People have this idea that the U.S. government can do no wrong, but massacres has been ordered at the hands of the U.S. government, at the hand of U.S. soldiers, man, at the hands of these generals and people like that. Right? Who these generals report to? Big Bank. Okay, they run them. Look at what Smedley Butler said. Smedley Butler said war is a racket. All right, Smedley Butler said war is a racket. All right, now when you have these wars, it's just for the bankers to usurp more power and usurp more riches, man. All right, that's what the wars are all about. All right, it's about them absorbing the nations, absorbing their wealth, all right, destroying their national identity, really, their culture, all right, and then just make them and turn them into fucking wannabe Babylonians. All right, and that's what they do, to put them and get them that wine of the wrath of fornication, for the woman to be whores, for the woman to be sodomites, for the men to be sodomites, all right, and pretty much ruin the entire fabric of the nation. They bring in the pornography. Pornography is one of the biggest things that ruined the society, man. Hitler, when he rose to power, he got rid of the pornography. You know why he did that? You know why he did that? Because that shit ruins people, man. That shit ruins the man. It ruins manhood. It ruins woman. It ruins everything, man. All right? That stuff is a big thing. And Esau, wherever he goes, there's a pattern with this, man. Wherever he goes, China, Japan, India, all right? All these nations, what do they have? They have pornography, rampant prostitution. I believe Iran is fucking horrible, man. I know Iraq is bad, I mean, maybe, certain things, Taliban, but the Taliban, they created the fucking Taliban like the 80s and the 90s. Well, the U.S.-Soviet-Iraq war or something like that, Afghanistan war, okay? They're the ones that did that, man. All right? These nations, not these nations, but really Esau, he's a nation, but Esau, he had those things set up, giving them money and all that, But we can go into, I mean, everyone knows what I'm about to get. I mean, everybody goes into this one. I mean, everyone knows this one, man. We're just gonna keep it basic today. Sometimes the basics is just all you need. You don't really need to go to a bunch of deep breakdowns. Just go into the basics and you prove your point. And then you dip out. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 60. Let me see, it's LX 60. I gotta get better with these Roman numerals. Yeah, here we go. This is 64. Psalm 64, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, and my prayer preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. So starting for the first part, I really should have said God. All right, just, to play circumspectly. I'm not supposed to, give pearls to the swine. Like hell, I'm going to say the name and get a name for me. But if they're an Israelite, then, and they want to learn and go through all that, and then, teach the people. Psalm 64:1, hear my voice, O God, and my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. This is what we should be praying for, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Why do we ask the Lord to preserve our life from fear of the enemy? Because our enemies want us. All right, and who is our enemy? So I started with the nation of Esau, man, but also these other nations. You got to go to Psalm 83 for that. We don't have to get into that, man. I mean, we gone into that many times before. Esau, and then you got it down to these other nations too. And even within Esau, because Esau is just a term for all of them, right? But within Esau, you have certain sub-tribes of them, all right? Certain nations of Edom. Right? You have the wise men of Teman, who are your so-called German scientists. They're the ones who created the nuclear missile, right? We know you have Amalek, right, which are so-called fake Jews today, which are your fake Jews. I guess you could say so-called fake Jews, because I mean they're not the real Jews; they're just Khazars. They go back to the Khazarian Empire. Right, we're kind of around that region, Georgia, Russia, that kind of region. They took down Japheth, and then they absorbed them, and then started doing their own bullshit in that region because we kicked them out the Holy Roman Empire. Khazar, Khaisar, same thing, man. All right, Khazar, it's the same thing. Kagan, I believe they call the kings Kagan, which goes once again back to Khaisar and the different rulers, man. All right, but yeah, they were vile. They were pretty much kind of like mercenaries, like you read about in Cain, Tubal Cain. He was a mercenary because Cain means sharp weapon, and Tubal goes back into travel. Like you take the tube in Britain, that goes back to travel, all right? And that's what happened, They were basically kind of like mercenaries. You could pay them and hire them as a force, and they would go fight with you, and then they would, just be fucking vile out there on the battlefield, Jack Otto, I like the way Jack Otto put it. He said they would rape and pillage. It didn't matter, whether the battle was ongoing or the battle was over. They would rape and pillage. They would have no mercy, no matter who it was, man. Fucking demonic, man. They were fucking wicked as hell, man. Read that book, 13th Tribe. I got I think I left it at home, but I might go look into that soon. You may go into another precept because it's like I got this precept from the brother, other brother, Amwan Gabar. Yeah, beautiful brother. I've had the beauty, or I guess you could say, I guess say the beauty, or I had the chance to speak with him while I was still in the inner city. Very, very beautiful brother. Let's see here. Let me see here. Is this Psalm 83? Was it 83? I cannot remember which precept the other brother brought out, but let's look at. I'm just gonna Google it. How did it go? Let me see here. He lays snares for me. Oh man, dang! I might have to start having the, write these precepts. Hey, Psalm 38. There you go, Psalm 38. I might get that Psalm 141 and 9 too, now that I see it. Dang. Tough out here camping by yourself, man. This is the book of Psalm 38 and 12. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me. They that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. Okay? So who are they that seek our life, man? I've read that before. Keep me from the secret counsel of the wicked, man, the Illuminati. These people, they seek our life. Literally. That's why I said, for your people that don't understand the direness of what I'm trying to say, the U.S. government basically want to kill us. They want us dead. They want to put us in concentration camps, and they want to behead us. They really want to kill us all. Behead us, probably try to gun some of us down the streets. They want to just kill us all without any mercy, man. That's what they want. And that's why, I'm bringing this out. King David said, preserve me from fear of the enemy, man. Not supposed to be fearing these fucking people. They just got demons on them, man. And really, the reality is, right, we should not all sleep. We should all be changed. That precept, we're not all going to die. The Lord ain't going to let that happen, all right? There's going to be more stuff brothers been speaking in the spirit. Hey, it's gonna be more stuff. It's not gonna happen like it happened in the ancient world, man. Right, where they killed 11 of the apostles, they executed 11 of the apostles. They killed a bunch of disciples. You could read about it, man. You know, you could read about it, man. What they did to Stephen. All right, they massacred Stephen. All right, there's different things that happened back then. I can't remember who it was. Let me see here. There was a disciple who got thrown into a brazen bull, and they basically burned him alive, man. You know, straight massacred the guy, man. The brother. Revelation 2 and Revelation Revelation 2 and 17. No, it was 13. Yeah, Revelation 2 and 13. I know thy works and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is. And thou holdest fast my name, and hast not denied my faith, even those days when Antipas was my faithful martyr, who was slain among you where Satan dwelleth. And where Satan dwelleth represents the Roman Empire. It was Rome at that time. All right, well, Esau, okay, so-called white man, all right, during pagan Rome, all right, Edomite ran Rome, okay. We can look at what happened to Antipas. Antipas, right, a Christian of Pergamos who suffered martyrdom. All right, that's an example for us. Let's see here, Antipas history. So we get the understanding of what happened to Antipas in history. Antipas, martyr history. So we get good understanding this. So the traditional account, right? This is I'll go into this one. Google Arts and Culture, right? Antipas of Pergamum, according to Eastern Orthodox traditions, according to the commentary on the Apocalypse of Andreas of Caesarea, it is believed that Saint Antipas was Antipas referred to in the book of Revelation 2 and 13, as the same says, I know thy works and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is, and thou holdest fast my name, right, as we read. According to Christian tradition, right, which were the real Christians, John the Apostle ordained Antipas as Bishop of Pergamon during the reign of the Roman Emperor Nero. Exactly, that's why I said even where Satan's seat is, that's the Roman Empire, right? When Edomite so-called white people were running Rome, right? John the Apostle ordained Antipas as Bishop of Pergamon during the reign of the Roman Emperor Nero. The tradition account goes on to say Antipas was martyred during the reign of Nero by burning in a brazen bull-shaped altar for casting out demons worshipped by the local population. Oh damn! And see that you even learn even more, man. Now, that's the thing, right? That's what you call the duality, man. Duality things. To them, we're the demons, all right? But to us, they're the demons, which they are really the demons, as in they have demonic forces and demonic entities actually on them. And you cannot see these demonic entities. You cannot see them themselves in like their spiritual form. All right, because that all is something that goes on beyond mortal understanding and beyond our ability to see them. But yeah, and these people got demons on them. But to them, we're the demons because they got demons on us. That make them think that we're demons. You know, like you read about it, right? The Pharisees and different wicked of them, right? Were calling Yahweh Shai a demon, man. And they were trying to call him a demon, man. Which that was way the hell off, man. You know, but a demon come down and just start doing miracles, you know, and start, being and showing compassion to the people, you know, not wanting things for themselves. Come on, man. But this is how these people think, right? There's a tradition of oil being secreted from the relics of Saint Antipas. Saint Antipas is invoked. Okay, well, I'm not reading the rest of that because that goes back to Catholicism, which was Jake. I believe in that stuff. And even here, you can see these. I mean, these aren't very white images, man. I mean, you can tell they lightened it a fair bit, but these are dark. All right, Antipas was a brown-skinned man. He wasn't a so-called white man. All right, but yeah, he was a what was I thinking of, man? He was a bishop. You know, we still have bishops to this day, man. You know, camp leaders. I don't really know the entire order, to be honest. I think maybe a bishop is over different camp leaders. We have a bishop of, I don't know how it goes. I'm not even going to say it. I don't even know, man. You know, I just know you have bishops and they have an order under them. I don't know the complete order, man. You know, I never really asked brothers. I mean, I could, but you know, once again, man, you know, us brothers in this truth, we're all about just doing the works, man. We're not, you know, all absorbed into you know, titles. Even though I do try to use the right titles for brothers. Like if I know a brother is an elder brother, I'll just say, you know, elder brother, or you know, so on and so forth. You know, that's what I try to do. You know, I mean, you should. You know, it depends on the brother. You know, obviously show respect, be respectful, right? Don't think yourself to be equal with the elders, like it says in Sirach. Don't think yourself to be equal. You know, don't be trying to come up and say, "What's up, bro? What's up, homie? Yo, what up, blood?" Don't do that shit. You know, be respectful. You say, "Oh, should I call you elder or this or that?" Then usually a brother say, "Oh, I'm just another brother. You just call me brother. Just call me Ak for now." You know, and you know, that's pretty much what it is. You know, like someone came up to me and tried to call me an elder. I say, don't call me no elder, man. I'm just another brother, man. You know, but I want to see here. We're gonna get this. Yep, it's getting windy out here, so Lord willing, it starts snowing soon. You know, when it starts snowing, then you know, I'm really gonna be straight. Because once it starts snowing, then nobody's gonna be out here, and it's gonna be beautiful. You know. I'm thinking of something. Persecution. What am I thinking of, man? How did that go? Let me see here. Acts, persecution. There was something I'm going. How the hell does it go? Oh, fuck. Man, I don't remember this precept for how it goes. But I will get this one. Strive for the truth unto death. I'll break that one down. Alright. This is Book of Sirach, chapter 8, verse 16. No. Sirach, chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Right? Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Exactly, man. Right? That's what we have to do. You know. Now we know that the scripture says, when the enemy coming like the flood, then the Lord shall bring up a standard against him. When World War III starts popping off, and they want to start executing more brothers, the Lord's gonna have the angels bust brothers out of prison, have the chariots come, beam brothers up, save brothers, and they won't have to die. That's why, as I said, most of us aren't gonna die. You know, some of us will, but not all of us. They ain't gonna kill us all, man. You know, and that's it. That's beautiful, man. And of course, well, you can have it set up where us all have died, but hey, that's mercy right there, man. Because we're all worthy of death. We're all worthy of death. All the sins that we've done in this life, all the sins that we've done in our past lives, we're all worthy of death. The Lord has had mercy on us right now. He's given us the Holy Spirit and given us Holy Spirit to stand out here, man. Even me as a young brother by myself, you know, You know how easy it is for me to just give up, just say, oh, the hell with this, man. You know, I'm not in here. I'm not in the city. Oh, I'll just go. I'll just go back to camping when I get in the city. You know how easy it is for me to say that? I could say that. I could quit. I could say, man, you know, the hell with this. But you know, the sun keeps me in here, man. And it's something more than, you know, just wanting to hear myself speak. It's the spirit. You know, it's an idea that's keeping me in, okay? That's pushing me forward. An idea, a motive, something beyond myself. When you see people out here are so fucking self-absorbed into your damn selves. You focus on yourself all damn day long, man. Everything's about fucking you. You have nothing that drives you beyond, you know, eating and drinking. That's why the scriptures say that, you know, don't worry about what you're gonna eat or drink, right? The Lord is gonna watch over you, right? You know, and of course you gotta have balance. Certain times you gotta like live like that. Okay, me prepare something for lunch, for work, so I don't have to spend fucking $30 to get a fucking sandwich and a fucking drink of water from your local restaurant, because the prices are like that now, right? But it means not to be focused on that shit 24/7 like the rest of the people are. Slacking with this, come on. I might be playing not hasty, not easy. Slack and remiss. I started with this truth, man. That's right. You know, that's why when we speak on these things, we always got to continue to mention, hey, we're not all gonna die, man. You know, the scripture says, you know, hope for the good. Like it says in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, man. Hope for the good. You know, hope that the Lord bring you good things, man. Don't just say, you know, because you may have gone off or whatever, and now you feeling, man, I'm gonna die out here, man. Don't have that mindset, man. The Lord is merciful, man. I don't think like that, you know. Because then the Lord might actually kill you. I mean, you don't want to die. I mean, you know. But if you do, you know, once again, strive for the truth unto death. In thy deeds, be not slack and remiss. It means to be slack means, you know, you don't really care. I mean, in this work, don't be like, I don't really care about it. You know, of course, the job, you gotta care. You gotta, I mean, at least act like you fucking do. You know, I mean, I'm just saying it like that because I fucking hate that shit, man. You gotta act like you fucking give a goddamn about these people, and it's fucking annoying as fuck, bro. But you gotta do that shit for a paycheck. You know, but when it comes to this truth, you can't be slack and remiss within this truth. You know, you gotta, you know, put your mind into it, man. And that's why, you know, the balance is important, man, because, you know, I mean, at least for me, you know, I don't know about other brothers. I mean, I'm like that with certain breakdowns. Certain brothers out there can just, you know, I mean, I've seen it with the brother Rakam Mayum. He can just, you know, turn on his phone and do a video. You know, the brother can do it. You know, brothers that been in this thing for a minute, they do it. You know, they can go into history topic and they've gone over it and done it, and they remember it. You know, they can just like, they can read the article, and it's like bang, precept. You know, and then they go right into it. And it's beautiful to see that, man. You know, we're gonna get back into the article in a minute, but I want to speak on this because, you know, this is important too because, you know, it's camping, so I'm gonna go into whatever. So, whatever points, whatever ideas I have. Because where the hell am I going? Let me see here. Where's prophets? Prophets. Let me look that up. Some prophets, some teachers. I gotta start remembering these more. It's gonna come with time. Oh, Khan, Ephesians 4 and 11. Why didn't I think about that, right? Ephesians 4, verse 11. And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors, and teachers. All right? And he gave us all these things, man, within this truth. All right, now we always tell brothers to be well-rounded. All right, but you have certain brothers within their certain spirits that they will be tending towards one of these things, right? Like you have here, he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors, teachers, some things, all positions, like apostles. Right, you have our apostles and elders, apostle elders and elder apostles, right? I have another apostle Tamar, another apostle Nabar, another apostle Rambla, elder apostle Rakah, another apostle Rakah, right? And then you have brothers under them. You have various, I believe it's bishops under them, you know, and then under them you have different leaders that have their offices. I believe that's how the order goes, you know. And that's how it's set up, man. You know. So Lord has set it up for the elders and apostles, right, to have certain men, right? Certain men, even though we're all in this trip, we all have the Holy Spirit. Certain men have a certain type of spirit. The elders and apostles, they peep that, and they appoint certain men to be bishops. They appoint certain men to be in leadership roles. All right, so you see in this thing, you know, there's an order. Right? There's an order to this thing. And we're not all just, you know, I mean, it's not like we don't have any order, anyone's in leadership. We have leadership, man. We have order set up, that's been set up and ordained by Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. He has had set up. So it's true if we acknowledge that order and we obey the order. You know, within the GMS, there's certain things that are within the order, right? Like new brothers, you know, they have their videos watched, you know, and you have to have their video watched and viewed by another brother. And the brother gives them a check off on it. And I'm pretty sure that still goes on, you know. But nowadays, you know, certain brothers say, "Oh, we can't watch all your videos, so you gotta check your own stuff. You gotta know when you're going off." It's true, all right. Ephesians 4:11. And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers. Exactly. You have certain men that are appointed to those things, right? Some people just love to teach, right? Some brothers love to defend the gospel. Right? So you have different things. Right? You can look at brothers' videos and you see that, okay, this brother, all this brother does, he likes to, you know, get into the defending the gospel, you know, for the most part. Now, this brother, he just likes to teach. You got another brother, he's just into precepts. He knows, you know, he can bring out 5 precepts like that, you know? And that's just what it is, man. And that's all for what? The perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Yahweh Shai, man. And for the body and the edifying of Christ, to save his people, man. Alright? So for the perfecting of the saints, of what are the saints? The saints of the holy people. Right? Us, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, as well as you people that the Israelites that look like these other nations, man. Alright, skin color, it don't matter, man. It goes back to the seed line of your father. Where am I going? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? I want to get to that word perfecting. Perfecting. We're going to get into that word for perfecting. Katartismos.
Strong's G 2677. Katartismos.
Okay, Katartismos. G 2677. Complete furnishing, equipping, finishing, perfecting. Exactly. Of course, we know we're not going to be completely perfect on this side, but it's made to equip the saints and that the hopeful elect, man, the holy people, Israel. All right, and equip them with what? The understanding to be able to survive in these times. You know that wisdom and understanding shall be the stability of thy times. All right, what times? Times of Jacob's trouble. Okay, martial law. Times that we're moving into right now. You know, which I mean, you can honestly say that we're kind of in it with certain things. I mean, there's been times where posse comitatus has been openly broken, and there's been martial law. I'm talking in terms of national martial law. There's been little small portions of martial law that's gone on in the country's history. I believe after World War II, martial law, during World War II, Slovakia. But martial law, I think there's been 32 times, 32 or 64 times martial law has been invoked within the United States. All right. Finishing, complete furnishing, right? Equipping. That's pretty much it. Equipping us with the understanding to be able to survive in these times, man. And have the understanding that, hey, man, it's going down out here, man. You can look that up for yourself. Posse Comitatus, basically, the U.S. military, or any military, ideas of the military as a whole, is supposed to be working with law enforcement. Which you do have in the military, they have their own law enforcement kind of thing. But then it gets dicey. So I believe with that Army military law enforcement, they've actually worked with the police at times. That's a breach of law. They're not supposed to do that. Right, for the edifying, for the work of the ministry, right? What is the work of the ministry? Coming out here week in, week out, right? For the edifying. So this is G3619, Oikadame, right? The act of building up, edification, the act of one who promotes another's growth in Christian wisdom, piety, happiness, holiness. Exactly, and that's what we do. And we edify, we build each other up within the truth. And we say, hey, brother, keep the faith, keep strong. Do we not do that? And that's why the Lord has set up different teachers, different men. Out there, some brothers just get into prophecy. You say, all right, man, this brother, he get into prophecy. We watch some of his prophetic breakdowns on second entrance. You can also tie that into what you all prophesy. You have certain brothers out there who literally dream dreams, and they dream different things that go down. Like martial law. They dream of police, raiding them. Certain brothers, they dream of them getting killed. Them and other brothers getting killed, protecting the elder apostle. Those are different things that are gonna go down. So that's pretty much what it is, man. The Lord has set all this up for the edification and for the perfecting of us, both for elect. In fact, because those are brothers that have been in the truth before us. The Lord was already dealing with them, right? And then now, through them speaking, they bring in little brothers such as myself, young brothers who are lost, and we start to come into this truth. We start to say, hey, man, there's something to this, And you hear so many different voices, you start to think in your mind, you're like, man, there's something to this, man. Let me give this a try, man. And all through the spirit, But let's go back to this article. Maybe we'll get one precept. And probably get ready to close out here. Right, so DHS launches panel on religious security as hateful incidents rise. DHS is the Department of Homeland Security. Okay, so if running from there's not an option, the flyer said, crouch down between the pews or hide behind a pillar. Make yourself as small of a target as possible. Remain quiet and still. So as I said, we already know what this is. This is a false flag operation. They're going to start doing bombings and shootings and blame it on men such as myself. Lord willing, it don't happen, up here, because it's just me out here, man. Lord willing, they don't do that. They don't do that shit. And then say, oh, he's an Israelite, and he was dealing with this guy over here who stands, over here, man. Let's go get him, Lord willing, that don't happen, But that could happen, man. Now I used to be making jokes with the brother Makama Young in times past. And I was like, they're gonna start having flyers of me with my face on it. It's gonna have dead or alive. $100,000. It's like, damn, man. But that's just the way it is, man. You just gotta deal with it, bro. But yeah, it's not just gonna be me. They're gonna have news articles and news reels having brothers' faces, because they've already taken our photos. They got our photos, and they have my photo too. They can easily find my photos, and put them out there, and then they'll edit the video and get my face looking very angry or something. Maybe when I'm being passionate about something, and say, "Oh, look at him! He's evil. He's a murderer. Get him!" You know? Yeah, fuck these people, man. But right, let's continue reading. A rise in anti-Semitic incidents over the past few years has prompted Jewish institutions across the country to focus on boosting their security measures and protocols. Overall, FBI hate crime statistics show that incidents in churches and synagogues have increased 34.8% between 2014 and 2018. All right, and then you have here overt U.S. anti-Semitism returns with Trump, Kanye West. Something is different. Okay, number one, Trump is a fucking is a joke. All right, when you look into it, I remember watching a documentary. His children are actually married to Amalekites, man. All of them are dating Amalekites or with Amalekites, man. And Trump has gone to Israel himself. He's been shaking hands with Amalekites. He's probably Amalekite himself, man. All right, but that's bullshit. And Kanye, you know, the Lord's using him to speak certain things, but Kanye, he's already boule, man. Kanye is Illuminati, man. We don't give a shit about him. So in July, before the 10th anniversary of the deadly attack on the sick Bedwara in Wisconsin that left 7 dead, 3 injured, the Biden administration established a faith-based security advisory council to help guide the administration's efforts to best violate attacks on faith institutions. The council comprises 25 faith leaders and law enforcement experts convened for the first time last month. So yeah, that's it. They're going to use this group. And look what they got here. The group's members hail from a variety of faith communities, including the African Methodist Episcopal Church, the Jewish Orthodox Union, the National Latino Evangelical Coalition, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and the All Dual area, I think that's Virginia, area Muslim Society. The local police departments, InfraGard, National Members Alliance, and the National Volunteer Organizations Active in Disasters are also represented. The council also makes recommendations to Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. All right, I'm not going to read the rest, but hey, man, they're coming for us, man, and they're going to use. You know, they got all these different faith guys, and those you have Latino and African, man. All right, which goes back to how they want to deceive you, have you keep calling yourself African instead of calling yourself what you really are, an Israelite. But as you see, they got them there, and what are they going to talk about? They're going to talk about hot topic is going to be GMS, man. They're going to say, hey, man, we gotta get them GMS guys out of there, man. You know. And plus, they watch my video. You can watch the first 5 seconds of my videos, and you know I'm with GMS, man. You know. I ain't with no IOIC or no HOI. I don't care about them dudes, man. You know, I just do my thing, and that's it, man. And all for the truth, all for the perfecting of the saints, all for the ministry. But we're gonna maybe bring out one precept about this. Let's see here. Let's go back here. Second Esdras, jealousy, lust and plagues upon thee. Where am I looking for? Yeah, this is the book of Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 56. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Alright, so the same way they're going to deal with the chosen, right, us, the hopeful elect. And how they're going to deal with us? So they want to catch us, put us in concentration camps, FEMA camps, and eventually just lop our heads off with guillotines, man. Alright, and I'm going to say it again. Alright, for the simpletons out there, the U.S. government wants to kill people such as myself. You say, oh, they don't want to kill you. You're only 19, man. You're only like 18 or something. They don't give a flying fuck about my age, man. They don't care. I could have been 16 and And they still want to kill me, man. All right, now, whether or not they will, oh shit. Whether or not they do, whether or not they do, that shit happens. Whether or not they do actually end up catching me, is yet to be seen. I don't fucking know, man. I don't care about that stuff. Lord willing, they don't. I just want to, be all right, But for now, I'm just gonna focus on teaching this truth, and against these prophecies, and I want to learn more scriptures. But to close off and let's give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Yahushua, and shalom to you brothers out there. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Honors to you brothers out there, out there on the highways and byways. That are in GMS, you brothers that aren't in GMS, as well as to you proselytes out there, you brothers out there who are starting to come into this thing. You're starting to learn. Shalom to you brothers. Make sure you find the camp. Shalom.